Cradle of Wales, Empirical Woodland, and the Jaded Mew. Hope everyone's doing okay on this Monday that can't make its mind up. It has been pouring down with rain and then bright and sunny on and off all day. That's what it's been doing where I live. So that's all I got. Yes, no choking on stream. Thank you for the reminder of Wales. I keep forgetting that. I don't really have the game. And let's drop that a little bit. There we go. Let's head over to the game and get everything loaded up. And then we will learn about Realms of the Haunting. It sounds kind of familiar, but I'm mostly thinking of Shadow of the Comet at this point, I'll be honest. Oh, yeah, so here's where we are. At the end of the last stream, we got this guy right here, an Enchanted Gladius, FedEx to us, which is quite nice. Oh, yes, Oh Wales, on Monday we play horror games. I understand if you are not overly keen on joining in with this, so I get it. I'll give you a shout later if we move to something that is not horror-y. We might. With the lid removed, some kind of well-like entranceway is revealed. A ladder leads down into the murky darkness. Was this Edward's route into the Guardian City? Let's climb down. Thank you for the lurk as well. Please enjoy. Alex cannot climb this ladder because the shaft above has been sealed. Perhaps by Maximilian Roivus all those years ago. Something that's pretty cool about the Enchanted Gladius, it's a light source. So we just have that. It also does a pretty cool trick, which we have to find an enemy to show off. I was gonna say, I'm wondering if there should be some more music. Like, I'm fairly sure the mansion music is meant to play down here. But, there it is. As minimalist music goes, it's pretty good. Now, what do we have to do? I'm going to... Hello, Alana Ray, the Gaming Cat. How are you? I hope we're doing alright. Bangkorok and Santak is a spell that we need to do that with. Probably could have figured that one out, because that one is, I believe, Protect Self. Yes, it is. There you go. So... let's do a bit of that real quick. Let's... Alright. I'm fairly certain we need to cast a spell when we get to the other end of this. So... let's hope I have enough mana to do that. I do... Okay, that is going to be... Dispel Magic. Where is Dispel Magic? Over there. And unfortunately, I need to recreate it. Which is... you. And you. Probably another one that I could have intuited on my own, because it's Dispel Area, but there you go. Let's re-up my shield. And hopefully that will be enough to let me do a bit of this. Dispel Magic, one of those with the dominant rune, which is you. That's fine. That's fine. Yes, Empirical Woodland, you should absolutely go and pay attention to the oven. Because that's... you don't want to burn the house down. Part of the broken pedestal top lies on the floor. Oh, that's a really strong item get sound. Like, all the other ones had that cool, like there was the angelic choir. And then there was the one with, like, the sitar in it. And that one is just... no, this one is just... doom. That's the sound. Right. Let's... not do that. Let's mix them together. And now, when I know what my controls are, now we can repair it. There we go. So if we use the pedestal fragment, now it is built. These plinths look like the ones Pius had encountered in the Forbidden City, where he found the essences of the ancients. So let's place the essences that we have. I don't believe it matters what order we do it in, so I'm just gonna do whatever. I have had it in the past where I have, like, I've come home from work and I've realized that I left my little oil heater on all day. I'm like, well, that's why my flat's hot today. I guess I'm paying the electric bill super hard today. So I get you. I very much dislike when I'm forgetful like that. Alright, let's... there we go. And reload. Why is this only a 5-shot revolver? I'm used to those having at least 6. I mean, I'll grant you it is video games and you want to increase the tension, but, like, I don't know. 6-shooter, surely. Like, that's what people know that as. Now, in order to get across that, we've done this before, reveal invisible. With a dominant rune. There we go, and that makes the floor appear, so we can cross, use the handle, and continue on. I believe, this floor will just continue being visible forever. Now, it just is there, so that's kind of nice of it. Five-shot revolvers exist in Empirical Woodland. I can't believe it. I'm just not particularly well-versed with firearms. I have held one gun one time. It was pretty terrifying. It was actually... so the first time I went to America was a long weekend for a convention. Bad idea. Don't do that. Stay for a while. Second time, I stayed with some friends. And they were like, hey, what is the most American thing that we can do with Andy? And that is, let's go to the gun store. So we went to Dick's. Incidentally, what we're doing here is we're summoning our god, so we're going to need creature in order to tell this spell what we're doing. So we went past all like the ghillie suits and all the camo stuff and all of this. Can I aim at you guys with this? No, I can't. Gun it is. And yeah, we went over to the gun counter right at the back. And my friend's like, yeah, I need something that's good for like zombie apocalypse, good for shooting a person, like center mass, that sort of thing. And your guy behind the counter just handed me a revolver, and I'm just stood there like, okay, cool. This is amazing. I'm happy to have this. And it's actually incredibly heavy compared to what I was expecting. And I'm like, I feel like I should not be holding this. And you just handed it to me. All right. Cool, I guess. There's nothing over here. All right. Although I do notice the river of blood has dried up, which would make sense if Edward blew the city up. That was a nice segue there, Andy. Do you have a... Yeah, there you go. In the streets of the damned, blood flows along channels gouged in stone. This, that's the same description as before. It just isn't there anymore. How about that? Do you know what I'm going to do before I go ahead? Let's assign that over there. I mean, I was just surprised that the guy just casually handed me a fire. Obviously, it was completely incapable of firing. Otherwise, I wouldn't have had it. He's not going to keep, like, primed weapons ready to go, but, like... He didn't. I just came in off the street. And I'm like, hello, firepower, please. And I got it. And I'm like, okay. And this kind of goes back to the point that I was making in last week's stream, where I suspect Michael has had some, or had some degree of military training, because he was able to properly, like, aim, fire, and reload a gun. Just automatically, it would seem. Let's open up. Port number 3. If I may ask, Empirical Woodland, in what context did you do these things? You know, come to think about it, at least in England, I believe that the Boy Scouts were created as a means of, preparing boys for military service, and that's why there was a lot of, you know, outdoorsman sort of stuff, right? What spell do I need? Blue Trapper. Nope. And I'm surprised that the Boy Scouts don't really do anything like that, if that is the case. Although that would make sense, really, I suppose, if they've moved on from, like, the origins of the organization. Quick spell is... do a bit of that just to get some magic up. Let's go! I I was going to say, I was wondering if it was some sort of reenactment society kind of a thing. That's pretty cool. And Criddle does not have a... Criddle does not have a project to work on in stream. When you said what's happening, I thought you meant like in game, or just in general what's happening. I haven't got a clue what's happening in general. I'm just sitting here playing video. And specifically, this is the zoo that we found as Edward. And because Edward killed all of the monsters in the zoo and totally didn't just run through it like a coward, he definitely stuck around and fought the monsters. The monsters are now gone, and it's up to us to replace them. So let's do that. And this one is a green horror, which is something I can't do right now. This is why we cast Magic Pool, just so as I could get my mana up quickly. Do a bit of that. I hope everybody likes Pargon. We continue to hear a fair amount of it. Oh, I haven't done this yet. Okay. Oh yeah, horrors can open doors but not pick up items. That's kind of what we were talking about in the last stream, where it's possible to send one down as a scout to fight the Guardian. Alright, there we go. Problem solved. I mean, I was gonna say, Jaded Mew, I'm a pretty big enthusiast for this game right here. That's one reason why I'm playing it. See, I worry that's what I sound like, either on stream or in other people's streams, because people who've been here or people who know me know that I really like explaining stuff and being like, hey, check this cool thing out. Allow me to explain it to you. I am not using this Gladius, which is weird, because I spent the entire game getting it. Get out of here. But I worry that I'm coming across as, like, actually, you know, that guy. And I try not to. Nope, scribe that rune. There you go. Right. There we go. Is there something cool that can happen with the gun? There might be. Pardon me, just one moment, chat. Oh no, I can't save. Is this gonna hurt me? Okay, it looks like if I creep around, I'm fine. Oh, I know what that is. I'm relatively confident I know what that is. I think if I run or walk, that will summon like the giant worm creature from the depths. But like, because I'm creeping around, it's fine. There you go. I'm gonna have to come back from the other side, and we'll find out then. That looks like a damage field. That's why I'm like, I don't know. The Jaded Mew, you make a very good point. I should save. That's one reason why I went to. Let's do that now. And there you go, check it out. Because we are now in the final part of the game, we actually get Alex as herself in the little save icon. That's pretty cool. I also really like this part of the game where, like, there are no more chapter pages, but the story's not over. Essentially, we are writing our own chapter page at this point. And I want to say that this would have been, like, recapped or tutorialized in the sequel, because they were going to make this a trilogy. And you can see a couple of sequel hooks. Oh, incidentally, because we're summoning a creature, I believe we're going to have to use Zealototh for that one, because we are currently fighting Woolly Oath. There you go. This is the bit when I come to find out I'm actually casting the wrong spell, and a bit later on we... Oh, these guys are everywhere. Look at that. I'm not keen on that. I don't know why I'm keeping quiet as if they can't hear me. Well. Use gun. The great equalizer. I hear more of you guys. Where are you? I don't know. But that chattering sound is new. I haven't heard that. Oh, there it is. There you go. Apparently Alex was aiming at the door, not the trapper. There you go. Problem solved. How much ammo do I have left? It's like 4 rounds? Yeah, I got 9 rounds left. Oh no. Oh no. Criddle has redeemed a compliment, and your compliment is... It is very easy for me to be honest and open with you, knowing that you are not judgmental. And I very much enjoy that. Yep. Just open that up while you're getting hits done. That's fine. It's absolutely fine. Do you know what? I don't know the next time we're going to find some zombies so I can show off what this cool Gladius does. So come on. Oi. Send me to the Trapper Dimension. Come on. I want to show off what I can do. Some pretty friggin' cool is what you can do. Check it out. We got blade beams like Zelda. It's not particularly useful in this context because... it's actually a weak... It's weak against this particular alignment. But, you know. We got it. Oh, do against this guy as well. There you go. That gives you a little bit, bit of a better look at it. Anyway, that's what the Enchanted Gladius does. And that's why you're going to want to get it. Because it is typically, well, it is, enchanted with the dominant alignment. We just happen to be finding these guys because that's the color Trapper that attacked us. Also, Check it out. So we've got the statue that Michael sent down here. And the body over here that Peter sent. That's pretty cool. Especially since these events, I believe, take place in a non-linear fashion. Or at the time they took place in a non-linear fashion. Like, Alex is the last point in the story. And that was something else that I was going to do in my series of videos, when it was going to be a video series, like pre-recorded. I remember this room. You have to do... where is Reveal Invisible? Over there. One of the things I was going to do with my Let's Play this game was I was going to number every episode in its order in the timeline. So, like, obviously your first episode with Elia, I believe was her name, that would be episode 1. But then the next one would be like episode 5, because that takes place a little further in the future. It would make sense to me. And then... I really hope this is the thing I'm thinking of. There you go. Did you hear that on the headset? I hear that on the headset. All the trappers are dead now. And that's a lot quicker and easier than standing in this little recess and taking shots at them, or getting hit by every single one of them. Which is also an option, but don't actually do that. It's time consuming, you know? Oh, Alex is doing that thing. I like that thing. Am I gonna get hit again? I did last time. Yes, I am. It's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Because I can heal up. Like this. Mistrich, hello. Please do come in. How are you doing today? You join us for the end game of Eternal Darkness. Gonna beat up Ulioth and take his money. That's what we're gonna do. Empirical Woodland has redeemed Show and Tell. Welcome to the end game of Eternal Darkness and Show and Tell. Oh, I saw that. You did a lot of heavy lifting. I think this is going to be the same as it was with the vampire. And we're going to have to attack these with the dominant rune. I want in Zelothoth because it is tall, so Ulioth is going to be over here. Can I reach that? What if I get a little further back? I have regrets, but this is fine because I've got Got the weapon. It's fine. It's good. It's fine. There you go. Get out of here. Empirical Woodland. My plan is when we get back to the summoning circle, then I will do your do the show and tell. I set it up a while ago. I kind of forget what it is. Well, what else is in the room that I could possibly go for? It's not you, because you're already pulled. Well, was that a one-off? Let's go find out. I'm gonna say no, and it's gonna summon a horror again. But this game is all about madness, and you know what they say about madness being, just trying the same thing over and over again, right? That's what that is. Okay, that's not the answer. Thank you for whispering softly to me there, game. Right. Do you know what? I actually don't remember the solution to this puzzle. Unless... But it can't be that. Yeah. Because otherwise, that would make it really, really easy. Also, I probably should have been better prepared for that. Shotgun! Okay. Then... I know that I'm going to heal. How's that? Wait a second. I literally just did this. What if... Magical attack, right? We... Yeah, check that out. Eventual solver puzzles. That's why they call me that. That's why I call me that. I know what I'm doing. Let's go back to the required weapon at this point. and head back to the summoning circle, and then, as promised, we'll take a look at show and tell. That was a bad idea, because I'm going to get shocked before I get to the door. But once again, insanity. It's trying the same thing multiple times, expecting different outcomes. Okay, Empirical Woodland has redeemed show and tell. So let's go do show and tell. How about? I'm gonna pause the game in case it tries anything screwy when I'm not looking at it. Come on to you, game. Let's go do some show and tell. So today's show and tell is this guy. It is, well, it's a fidget cube. You are probably aware of this as a device. But very specifically, this is an exclusive black and green one from Imager. Because the first pitch for the first, or the original design of the fidget cube came up on Imager. And they were like, hey, we're just these two guys or whatever, we've got this idea, what do you think? And there was an exclusive backer option for signing up from that website where you get that website's colors. And that was the only place you can get this particular kind of particular style of black and green, I should say. Which is cool, because black and green is a severely underrated color scheme. Thank you very much to the 2000s. Kind of interesting, actually. We gave this to Tiny Child when she was younger, like 2 or 3. And she was very confused by it, because she understands or understood that you have to, stuff has to happen, right? She's moving this light switch, but the toy isn't doing anything. She's pushing buttons, but the toy isn't doing anything. And that was a pretty cool to see her, like, emotional state and mental processes as she tried to figure out this completely useless device. But yes, that is today's show and tell. It is an original fidget cube in Imager colors. Please enjoy. I know I do. I'm gonna go back to my game now. Here we go. I feel like I'm gonna go back to my game now is a little bit like going, so yeah. Like, there's got to be another way of ending a presentation like that, right? Alright, what's through this door right here? I say door. I mean portal. I know what I mean. Oh, and you are... What are we doing? Summon, right? Oh, yes. Oh, Wales, go back to lurking. We're getting close to being done with the horror, but we're not quite there yet. Alex just assumed a ready position. What is she looking at? A huge stone block etched with a... What have we learned in our writing prompts with CPC Gamer? Don't use the same word twice in a sentence. A huge stone block etched with bizarre etchings dominates the room. Is it art, a memorial, a tomb of the original inhabitants, or a bastardized interment of its loathsome conquerors? Are we suggesting that, like, Edward is down there? That's pretty creepy. I mean, was that description this thing again? I think that description was this thing again. Yes, it was. Can I get you from up here? I bet I can't get that from up here. Dispel magic. Dominant rune. I mean, the rules for... Oh, it does. Nice. The rules for, like, spoken language are generally a lot less formal than written language, but if you're reading a book, for example, and you saw something like that, it's etched with etchings, you'll go, that's a really bizarre sentence construction. You'd say something like, bizarre images are etched on it, or etched with bizarre patterns, or something along those lines. Why is there a trapper over there? Are you out of bounds? No, you're not out of bounds, because you're just going to be on the other side of the, other side of this pillar right here. And now you're out of HP! I deserved that. I deserved to take that shock. Let's do this properly this time, how about? All 7 points of the shield spell. And this is one of the things we looked at when I did English in college, for like the differences between written and spoken text. Is that generally speaking so like in a lot of books, for example, contractions tend to exist as spoken or thoughts. They don't really exist in written text. If I'm thinking of the right thing, I'm probably not. It was a while since I studied English in college. Okay. Did I get the right Elder God? Let's find out. Yes! Like, I'm relatively confident this one is to summon the Elder God, not to dispel the magic of the area. So, we're good. We got it. Oh, yeah, it's this bit. The bit where I'm like, yeah, I can just run through that. It'll be fine. Can I attack through that? Oh, I can attack through that. Get out of here. Maybe I can't. Let's try the thing that we did before. Let's just bind it. I get the feeling I'm going to have to bind another one of those. Because I don't think that's going to be enough to let me through. No, it's not. Speaking of people giving advice in the chat, this is one reason why I'm grateful for it. I'm glad somebody mentioned, like, hey, use Magic Pool with Mantarok because you just get everything back really, really quickly. It's great. Alright, barriers down. Let's go. Get out of here. I don't like you. Okay. I've said how much I like the music. I like that the music is still incredibly calm. Like, there's no mounting tension necessarily. It's still just the mansion music that's just... yeah. Very soft. I seem to remember there being a Guardian down here. Although, in retrospect, I could be thinking of Edward's chapter instead. It's very, very possible. I thought I had at least one more little zappy on that, but I didn't. I said to myself coming into this, I know that I'm very close to the end. Do not rush to the end, because you'll just get cocky, and you'll just start making mistakes, and that's what that was. That's actually a really cool thing for you to do, game. Yes, let us save my game. There you go. Game's like, hey, Andy. We know how you do be. Right. Let's go do the final fight. Let's get a cutscene and then we do the final fight.
Miss Rivers, you're just in time. The summoning spell I began 2,000 years ago is finally complete. You will now have the honor of becoming the first morsel for my lord, Ulyam. An appetizer for the banquet your race shall provide.
You forget what it means to be human, Pious. The human race will never go quietly into the darkness. For as long as you have spent summoning your lord, people have struggled against you. Now, thanks to their efforts, I have 3 of the Ancient's essences. Now, Pious, this is the end.
The end indeed.
Oh, the budget came back. You know it's serious business when the budget came back. I know, right? It took him 2,000 years. We just... What are we, an hour into this stream? Not even that. Although, to be fair, look at the speed with which he did that. That was... You don't want that. I wish we could do spells that fast. And here's our effort. I actually kind of like this one because it's... They've repurposed the same summoning for each video. Like, this one would have played with Pious if we had chosen green. Also, that's a pretty cool looking Elder God. She is the coolest looking one, I think. And we don't see him, but Chaturga is like a giant evil crab. So this is actually a lot easier now that we have the Enchanted Gladius. Basically, we attack Pious, which will draw out the essence. And then we go and attack the essence. Which is over here. Hi. And then we're getting weird flashes of that creepy corridor. I wonder what that's about. Well, let's go find out. This is one of my favorite parts of this game. Now we're playing as Elia. What's that? Is that magical attack? Yeah, get you. And we... as we go through this fight, we just assume the other guises of people who have fought against Pyres over the years. That's really cool. It does have an unfortunate side effect of if you get certain characters, your stats get lower. So, for example, if Max shows up, we don't do that. Ooh, okay, hi. Yeah, if Max shows up, then we have to go really, really slowly. But actually, we're fine for now, even though we're currently out of stamina. I wish I had time to do my spell. Can't do my spell, currently Michael. Okay. Not Michael, that's Anthony. Forget which one Michael is. Nope, he's the firefighter, the one I was literally just now talking about. Yeah, there we go, right. I believe we have to stay as the ghost form for these hits to count. But again, it has been a while since I have played Eternal Darkness. At least this far through. It's one of those, I'll play it for a bit and then go, yeah, I kind of get where I'm going with that. Ah, it's Kareem! He's a cool guy. I love that guy. So essentially what we're doing is just a distraction tactic. We just need to keep Pius busy while these guys have the dramatic space battle. And this is why it's important to summon the right Elder God. Because if you don't, I believe you just lose. Although I'm also fairly confident that the game doesn't let you do that. Did the thing just spawn down here? Yes, it did. I'm relatively confident that, like, if you try to summon the wrong god, the spell just fizzles out and you can't do it. But yeah, cool space battles are going on. We're just keeping Pius busy with nothing in particular. Ooh, spawned over here. Lovely. Oh, hi. Just gonna run right into you. Don't mind me. There we go. I forgot that I wasn't Alex for a moment then. I was getting ready to do the cool thing and, like, do the blade beam. But no, we are Roberto. Just go tap it with your scythe. It's fine. So we have the advantage in this fight anyways. Because, someone with the power to corrupt the mind does really, really well against an entity that is all mind. Is the thing still about? Of course the thing's not still about. We just got rid of it. Pretty sure now you just have to just wail on Pius, and we did it. Back on the topic of music, kind of like this cool final fight theme. As if you're trying to summon insanity effects right now. What are you doing? Nothing useful. That's what you're doing. just summon a damage field and then walk out of it. That's fine. And we won. Just as Zinch had planned. We're like 12 steps ahead. It's amazing. Problem being, we've just now summoned an Elder God into the universe with the intention of taking it over. We should probably stop that.
Not so easily destroyed. No. My death is just the beginning.
I probably would have kept the artifact of immense power, but you know.
What have I done?
Quickly, Alex! We must find this creature! It cannot be allowed to remain in this universe!
Oh, that's what it does. Okay.
That's the ticket.
That's also not the spell that he told us to do. He said bind creature, not protect. That's...
It is finally over, my dear. The Ancients' plans are finished. For now, at least. You have proved to be an incredibly courageous young woman. Your mother and father would have been proud of you, just as I am. I'm sorry it had to be like this. It's not quite the inheritance I had in mind for you, but there was so little time, and so much to do. Goodbye, Alex. I will miss you.
So I had mentioned that because this is a 100% save file,
New knowledge now seeped inside.
we actually get two endings.
Something happened then. I realized that I was not the only one. That there were many others like me. In other places. Other universes. Fighting the same fight. All to serve the needs of the great ancient.
I know, we're lucky.
And to
Thank
have
you,
my world spin
teenage me, for putting in the effort.
eternal darkness.
Ah, she said the name. So normally, that's where the game
Comes
ends.
to pass. Of the three ancients, there is nothing. The mighty Chaturga has obliterated the insanity of Xelotarth. The madness of Xelotarth has overcome the power of Uliauth. The boundless Uliauth has decimated the power of Chaturga. All at once, separate and simultaneous. For the universe is made of many time streams, many possibilities, all in harmonious synchronicity. Only Mantarok remains, slowly dying. Mantarok, keeper, overseer, warden of ancients, chaos, an entity trapped between the veils of reality and the enchanted stakes that impale its flesh. Unable to rally its guardians, it could rely only on its subtle manipulations of the Roivas family to destroy its enemies. Knowing the nature of the ancients, it used its pawns to play them against each other, resulting in their mutual annihilation. Now it will languish forever, festering in its tomb, plotting.
And that's the second ending. You only get that on New Game Plus 4. That is really, really easy to read text. Look at that. So basically, here's what happens. You complete the game with the blue alignment, and you save the game, and it puts the little blue alignment on your save files from then on. And if you load the game again, the blue essence isn't there in Pius's chapter. You can only pick red or green. And then the third time, there's only one essence left. And then the fourth plus time, which is whatever the hell this save file is, I keep playing it, you can pick whichever one you want, and you get to the end, where you get that special thing where it's like, hey, all three of them destroyed one another at the same time. Mantarok was just playing 4D chess, and he won. Like, that's pretty cool! I do love some alternate timeline shenanigans. And, yeah, now it's time for some credits. Just put the controller down and kick back my chair. And that was Eternal Darkness. It's a pretty good horror game. I very much enjoy it. I do feel like I have cheated you guys a little bit, because this game is at its best when you are like knee-deep in insanity and wading through it trying to figure out what's real. There is a very good reason when people are talking about this game, they go, it's the one with the cool insanity system, and not the one that's like the one with the cool combat, right? And because I kept my sanity topped up, we didn't really see much of that, which is a shame, because there's some really, really, really clever insanity effects. Because a lot of them go beyond screwing around with the characters, and they start screwing with you, the player. And I like those. So there's one where you'll come across a room full of monsters, and as they attack you, it disconnects your controller. And it pops up the controller unplugged message on the screen. And as you start dying, it goes, psych, this isn't really happening, and it reloads you outside the room when you realize that was an insanity effect. There's one, like, it mutes your TV, or it turns your TV off, or it simulates the effect of this. We saw one towards the end, which I believe is unique to Alex, where she starts looking at the camera, she starts looking at you, the player, and eventually she shoots at the screen and yells at you to stop staring at her. That's a pretty cool one. I like that. There's a chance for, like, if you're reloading firearms, there's a chance they will accidentally discharge and kill you, and then the game's like, psych, didn't happen. Top up your sanity. All sorts of stuff like that. And this is one of the reasons why I've recommended Beep Salt's Let's Play the game, and why I was also going to do insanity effects in my pre-recorded Let's Play of the game, because it's really good, and it's a really, really clever system, especially when they... It goes for a certain length of time when you forget that it happens, and then they just drop it on your head and you have to deal with it. Although, the last note that I have in my file over here is like, It's a comment from one of the developers during an interview about the game, where he said that sanity effects relating to hardware issues had to be really, really short-lived. So the game will blue screen. Yeah, there you go. Empirical Woodland has literally just mentioned it. The game will blue screen on occasion, and it has to be really, really short to stop the players from scrambling to the floor and mashing reset on the console, or when there's one that says instead of saving to the memory card, it forces a delete of all your files. It actually doesn't, but it says that. And when you realize what it's doing, oh, I miss you, Iwata. You're a pretty cool fella. When it says that, oh, deleting save files, that has to be over and done with quickly, because otherwise the players will just wrench out the memory card and potentially damage the hardware. So you have to be really quick doing that. The logo is white now, not blue. Oh, there it is. Did you know this time the Nintendo logo was blue in Japan, and that's why it's like that? But like it's just subtly off in this version of the game, which is kind of good for like the foreign audiences. Are you going to do anything else to the game? Have you crashed? No. Good. I was a little bit worried. Oh, Nintendo. I don't know if you forgot. Nintendo. Okay, there we go. We're back. When you complete the game once, you get chapter select. Actually, no. And every time you complete the game, you unlock a new option. And let's go for Zoltarth. And Eternal Mode, I believe, is when you've completed the game with all 3 gods. It's actually a really cool option. Okay. Where is... It's over here. So, Eternal Mode is basically the game's way of saying thank you for playing the game for as long as you did. Equip that, set that to Burst Fire Mode. Alright, let's go. Where are you? It's infinite ammunition, and infinite health, and infinite sanity, and infinite magic. And you just... Now I'm the scary monster. What do you got? Nothing. This was... this would be how I practiced the Black Guardian fight. I just went through Peter's chapter on Eternal Mode. Like, right, let's get the timing down on this summon, just so I can do it right. I mean, these guys are still jerks. Look at them. But, like, it's a pretty cool option to have. So, yeah, a bit of background story for you on the development of the game. I'm not going to fight you. I don't need you. A bit of background story for the development of the game. It didn't go well. And at one point, Nintendo had to come through and be like, so, Silicon Knights, how's this game going? Oh, it's kind of bad. So they took over. And that's why, in part, you will see, or did see, Iwata and Miyamoto showing up in the credits, because, like, Nintendo of Japan had a pretty heavy hand in making the majority of this game. And, you'll also notice that this game is not actually part of a trilogy, like they had planned for it to be. And, once again, Empirical Woodland beats me to the punch. That's kind of... It's kind of a recurring thing with Silicon Knights, because, 2 Human, I believe, was them, and that was gonna be, like, the brand new IP, super duper cool, trilogy. Definitely gonna be a trilogy. Don't worry, guys, parts 2 and 3 are coming any day now. And they never did. The first game was so bad, it killed the franchise. And that's why there are certain, like, cliffhangers and plot holes. Not plot holes, necessarily, but, plot threads left undiscovered in this game, where, for example, there is a yellow-aligned god out there in the world. We mention this because there's, like, trap floors and force fields are all yellow-aligned, so that's another deity out there that we didn't really encounter. There is whatever the hell Mantarok's master plan was. We never actually discovered it. Oh, come on, we can use that now. That's what this puzzle is. Yeah, Mantarok's master plan never came to light because games 2 and 3 never existed anymore. But to an extent, I kind of like that. To steal a quote from Alfred Hitchcock, I believe, a closed box is the most interesting thing in the world. And if you explain everything, it's not as cool. And the very idea that, yeah, actually, there's a whole bunch of stuff in this game that you don't know what it is, that makes it really, really cool. A mystery is no longer a mystery when you explain it, and now I'm not interested anymore, right? And there was a friend of mine recently played through 2 Human. He was like, surely it can't be that bad. Like, not as bad as everybody was saying, right? No, it is. It absolutely is. We were correct to not like that one. Alright, revenge. What do you want? Okay, there you go. That's something we didn't see because we never really encountered a green horror. They randomize your controls if they hit you because of the insanity and all. But yeah, this is a pretty good game. I like it. Even though we missed some of the better content, it's a pretty cool game. And also, I don't believe there's any way to, like, quit out of Eternal Mode. You just have to get to the end of the chapter and it boots you back to the menu. Bye. I'm also just playing it because it's kind of fun. Alright, let's clear out this room and figure out what else we're going to do today. Because we've done Eternal Darkness. And there's, like, actually no content left for me to show you because I did a complete run of it. So, what I'm going to do is I'm going to go over to my Be Right Back screen. And, figure out what else we're going to do today. So, thank you very much for enjoying my playthrough of Eternal Darkness, everybody. See you in the next video. Except for you guys who are live here on stream, where I'll see you in like 2 or 3 minutes when I come back with whatever is next. Okay, bye.